Hi, and welcome to another episode of Spiritual Conversations. So, in today's discussion, I want to talk about having the mindset or creating the mindset to live a guilt free life. If you have watched my previous video, I have spoken about the concept of guilt free, where guilt comes from, and how it takes over our lives. So guilt basically comes from when you should have done something or you didn't do, or you did something that you shouldn't have done. So, keeping that concept in mind, I wanted to talk about how we can live a guilt free life. So, society has laid down some very clear rules for us, like don't kill, don't steal, don't kidnap people, don't do things that are going to put you in jail. Along with this, there are also some unsaid rules like don't hurt people, don't disrupt somebody else's life, common sense things that we should be doing or should not be doing to be able to live in society. So these are some of the points that came to me during my meditations, during my spiritual journey, where and how this concept of navigating through this box of society, where we do not touch these lines that society has created for us, and we can either live inside the box or we can live outside the box, as long as we don't touch these lines, right? So how you create your life around this box is going to be the quality of your life. So, these are a few mindsets that I have adopted on living a guilt free life, which I wanted to share with you through this video. The first point is always act from a place of love. When we act from a place of love for self and for others, we are already removing the guilt from there, because we are doing things keeping the other person's interest in mind and also keeping our interest in mind, and we find a middle way to do things which is not going to hurt other people, at least not intentionally hurt other people, and it is something that we also want to do at the same time. TL Swan has recently released a very nice video on narcissism and self-love. There's a very fine line between self love and not being a narcissist at the same time. So, if you watch that video, it will give you a broader understanding of that very fine line, and how we can navigate through it. So, always act from a place of love, because that will remove the guilt. You're not hurting people intentionally, you're doing things keeping them in mind. Number two, always evaluate your actions and your choices throughout the day, so that you make conscious choices with the intention of love at the base of it. We need to keep in mind that it is not possible to please everybody. Not everyone is going to be happy with your lifestyle, not everybody is going to be happy with the choices that you make. So always self evaluate, so that you know that you're not intentionally hurting people, you're not intentionally causing any harm to people. At the same time, you're doing the things that you want to do, that are going to make you happy, that are going to grow you as a person, and also be within that within that box. So again, you're removing guilt from your action. Number three would be push yourself to do things even if you don't want to do it. We all know that during our bad days, during our tough times, is when we call on God most, when we ask Him for favors the most, right? So, meditation is a form of communication with the divine, or with the Creator, or with your higher self. If you're able to even just even for a few minutes to do the meditation, it will calm you down to an extent where you are able to receive an understanding to the situation, you're able to receive an answer to the situation that you've been asking about, or that you feel stuck in. So push yourself to do the things that you need to to do, unless you're having an extremely bad day where you just want to rest. Then do that, and do it guilt free. So if you know that you should be working out, or you know that you should be meditating, but you just don't feel like doing any of these things, bring your mindset to a place where, okay, I don't feel like doing it today. Today I'm going to take a break because I've been doing it for so long, and I'll start again from tomorrow. Like I said, take it one day at a time. Number four would be, do the things that make you feel good. Appreciate yourself every time you push yourself to do something in spite of not wanting to do it. You complete your task. Appreciate yourself for completing the task, however sloppily you would have done it, or even if you've done it extremely well for the way you've been feeling, but you still managed to do it like really well. Appreciate yourself for those days when you look in the mirror and you congratulate yourself, when you look in the mirror and you say, I've done it. It suddenly gives you a boost to the vibration that you are in, and then from there on the day seems to get a little better for you. So do things that make you feel good. And number five, give thanks at the end of the day. Even if it was a bad day, still give thanks that you woke up today, and that you survived the day, and that you lived today. Have an attitude of gratitude no matter what the day brings to you. When your mind just goes blank, and you cannot make sense of how you're feeling, and you cannot make sense of the day, and what is happening with you, I hope you take the time to remember these points and these things to do to get over these kind of days. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light.